welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Vanessa, this is Nessa CX Beauty, and today we're going to be doing a wear test on this foundation right here. This is the J.Cat Beauty Skin Surance Max Coverage Silky Foundation. It's brand new and retails for $14.99 on the J.Cat website. I did see Kathleen Lights put this on in like one of her newest videos, so I decided to order it because she seemed quite fond of it. And it does come with 1.01 fluid ounces, so it's pretty standard for the price. The price isn't bad either. Some claims for this foundation is that it's weightless, buildable, and long wearing. So we're gonna test those claims today on my skin. I'm super excited for this, so if you're interested in seeing how this performs, just continue watching. Okay, so I did already prime with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm almost done with this one, so I'm very proud of myself. And we're gonna go straight into the foundation. So I'm gonna put around 2 pumps on the back of my hands. Very standard. It's sort of liquidy, but not like to the extent where it's like dripping down too much. So now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and try this bad boy out. Okay, so let us zoom in. I feel like it's definitely not full coverage. I definitely see darkness peeking through. However, what I do like about the foundation is that it looks like it is my skin. I just wouldn't agree with the like full coverage aspect of the claims. Let's see if we can build up right here, because it did say it was buildable. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And no, I can still see it, but it's totally fine. I do like the fact that it looks like my skin. If I were to go back in time, I would definitely get 1 shade darker, because this definitely does not match my neck, but that can be fixed with the setting powder that I use. That's just a note that I would take. I am using the shade Buff, which is the 8th shade out of the 16 that they have, but I would totally go for the 9th or 10th if I were to repurchase this foundation. So now I'm just gonna, put on my concealer, finish up my face, and then we're gonna, see our face and how it interacts with all of the other items I usually use. And then we're gonna check in. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back and makeup completion is 2:32 p.m. I'm planning on taking off my makeup at around 11. But here's the final zoom for now. The reason that my skin is so glowy is because the Bretman Rock Times Wet n Wild setting spray. I love this to death. I've used so much of it already. So it very much snatched up the entire look. My highlighter looks poppin'. Let's see if they fade. Yeah, I have no like bad thoughts about this foundation except for the fact that it's like not full coverage. And the only thing that's still bothering me is seeing that darkness right there, but that's like me being like really nitpicky. But so far, so good. Not as full coverage. I feel like if you do like medium coverage foundations, I feel like this one would be good for you. But I'll see you in a few hours for my first check-in. So okay, so time check is 6:30. We've had this on for 4 hours and this is how we are looking. Do not mind my under eyes. I was singing. Singing makes me cry, so good thing we're not testing out concealer. But it does look like it's separating on my nose and kind of bunching up in between my nose and my cheek area. Other than that, it looks pretty similar to like how it looked earlier. Everything's still on, my bronzer, my highlighter. So far so okay. Just because like I started off not loving this foundation and I still feel like it doesn't have enough coverage. But if you can live with that, then you might like this foundation. Alright, so we are back. It is midnight and I've had this foundation on for 9.5 hours. So we are gonna zoom in. So, don't mind my under eyes again. I messed up my under eyes while singing. But my nose is destroyed. Literally destroyed after 9 hours. And it was already looking bad at the 4-hour mark. So, at this point, it's like almost completely gone from my nose. Then on the sides of my mouth, it looks very, very dry. I would say that my skin doesn't look terrible. In between my brows is not a problem area at the 9.5 hour mark, which is actually a really good thing about this foundation. But I don't know why. I feel very picky about foundations, and for some reason my skin just doesn't look as great as like if I were to use my Becca Full Coverage foundation or my LA Girl $5 Pro Matte foundation. So comparing it to those two, my favorite high-end and my favorite drugstore, I would say it still doesn't look as good as them, but it doesn't look terrible. I feel like anybody who likes like medium coverage, sheer, very skin-like foundation would definitely like this foundation. But for some reason, it just isn't clicking with me. I don't know, it kind of looks like I don't have any foundation on, but I'm actually gonna take this off and see if any foundation comes off, because it kind of looks like my skin is just here and then right here it's just like bunching up and disappearing. So let's see how much actually comes off on my wipe. So this is the side that still has foundation on, and this is the side with the foundation removed. So just like I said, it does look very skin-like, so it doesn't even look like I have a set face of foundation, but foundation did come off, so that means it wasn't off. But I don't know, it feels like, I don't even know how to explain it. Guys, if you guys like this foundation on my skin, please let me know. I might just be bugging out. But for some reason I really like foundations that are full coverage and you can like tell that they're there for some reason. This one is not full coverage, it's basically medium coverage and it's very skin-like. It's kind of like undetectable except for around my nose that look terrible. Like if my nose wasn't in a problem area, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that I had foundation on. I think that's the best way I could describe this foundation. So I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah, look, I just rubbed off my nose and this is how much came out. So it like definitely was removed from my nose. But I'm not saying it's like a terrible foundation. I feel like I would definitely mix this in with one of my more full coverage foundations to like balance it out. But I don't know. My verdict is very indecisive on this one. I will definitely keep trying it out because I am intrigued. And Caffeine Lights really liked it. But it didn't look as full coverage on me as it did on her. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all, but look, this is my face without foundation at all. And it looks the same, except like more even with this. So I guess if you want like a second skin that'll like balance your skin tone out, I would recommend this. But if you want that foundation, Becca Ultimate and LA Girl Pro Matte, both sides of the spectrum. And that's what I'm sticking to. So that is all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.